Hey y'all, it's Michael, and so today I'm gonna start on my vlog review of The Overstory by Richard Powers. I've seen this around BookTube, Bookstagram, everywhere the book community was talking about it. So I am really excited to read it because I heard it deals with plants, and I love plants, and that's all I know, like something about plants. So what I'll do is I'll check in every once in a while. I don't know how to book is structured or whatnot, and then at the end I'll give you my final thoughts on what I think of the book. So let's get started. All right, so I thought I would give you my first reaction. I'm roughly at page 64 right now, so this is past like the 50-page mark, and let me tell you, oh my god, it's so good. It is fan-freaking-tastic. Oh my gosh, like if this is the book that I'm going into 2019 reading, like it's gonna be a good reading year. Oh my god, it's amazing. So yes, it has plants. It has a lot of plants, and I'm loving that so far. Like from the initial reading, like my first reaction, especially from the first chapter, is his writing style. It is so good. Like I've never read anything by Richard Powers before, but just from that first chapter, I was just like, wow, this is an author who can write. Like he knows his words and how to put those words in order. What I enjoy about his writing so far is how he is able to say a lot without using a lot. It has this staccato vibe to it, like it's very and this is like over 500 pages, but I am so excited. I don't even know, like, because it's multiple perspectives, and I don't know like what's gonna happen, if they're gonna connect, like what's the overall theme right now, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it so far. This is a character. He goes home to get his notebook and camera. There, comma. He has a brainstorm. He begs some nail polish off of Jean. His sister has gone foolish with age, comma. Lost in the swirl of fashion. I think that sentence is great. His sister has gone foolish with age. So I'm getting to the trunk part, and loving it. The thing though is I don't know where the story is gonna go because something happened with the previous character. It was really weird. So it's broken up into parts, and it's like the roots, the trunk, the crown, seeds, and so like parts of the trees. And so the story involves basically, we follow various characters of different ethnicities and backgrounds, like a diverse cast of characters from all spans of the world, and then also from different time periods. And each of these characters have some sort of connection with trees, and something with trees, or not even like something with trees, but something like adjacent to trees. What really is pushing the story so far, and what I'm loving that Powers can do, is his writing. He is making all of these symbolisms and these allegories and these just connections with plants, and the way he talks about plants, I just love it. Because I did take a course in college before where it was like plants, and I really like it. I love flowers. I love looking at plants, and I love taking pictures of plants. If you ever seen my Instagram, my Bookstagram, it has a whole bunch of plants. I love plants, trees, everything like that. I really enjoy them, so reading about them is really great. Richard Powers' writing so far is just fantastic. If he keeps this up throughout the whole novel, then it's going to be a shoo-in for like 5 stars, because he writes in this way where it's very direct. He's able to explain a lot of things in a short amount of time, and it's fantastic. There are even sentences right here, like it's not even sentences, it's like statements, like 2 words, or just like sentences where it's just list fragmented, like the sentence is fragmented. It does it so well. So I've reached the halfway point now. I'm on page 303. So it's the halfway point of the whole story, because it's like roughly around 500 pages, and I am still loving it so much. I wouldn't say hesitant, I was really curious how Powers was gonna connect all of these stories. We're at the point now where a lot of the individual characters are intercrossing with each other, and it's still so good. Like, it's still fantastic. Okay, so this book is very pro-environmentalist. Like, you should plant trees. Like, you should take care of trees. And there is a topic in here which I was so fascinated with, because I have always been like a true believer of it, and that's trees can like communicate with each other. I have heard this thing around in like a science circle. I have heard about this theory, well, theory more, I guess you could say. But like like even like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's a myth that all the trees are connected with each other, and it's this idea that all life is connected and how we connect with each other. I'm loving this so much, and the pro stance on like environment and like we should learn to you know, live with our environment, and instead of like trying to cut down trees and whatnot. I don't think it's too heavy-handed, but I think with that in regards is that I understand where each character is coming from. And one of my favorite character right now is Nile. I really like him. He's the programmer, and while his connection with trees is a little bit different to everyone else, I really like it. And I really like all the characters. And right now, like there are some moments in here where it was funny or it was like just humorous. I am loving this. So I'm here to give my final thoughts because I finally finished The Overstory by Richard Powers. Overall, I love this book so much. It's my first full, complete novel that I read for 2019, and it is literally the one to beat. What I believe Richard Powers is able to accomplish within these 500 pages is just incredible. Usually with these vlog reviews, I do like to give the synopsis at the last clip, and that's just because usually the things in the beginning are not what usually happens in the end, so I like to wait and give my final like what happens actually in the book until the last clip of these vlog reviews, just because the story can change and whatnot. So we follow 9 different people in the beginning, and I think that's what I really enjoyed about this story is that Richard Powers spends a significant amount of the book, especially the first part, really establishing these characters and giving us like almost these short stories. And in the end, he's able to connect all of these people and their stories surrounding trees really nicely. And I love how trees is essentially like a secret character, kind of, because the way he just describes trees and just makes them a living thing is so incredible. I do love trees, as you can tell in the previous clips, but I really admire that he does make trees, not even trees, but like nature and just plants and flowers and these. I love that he makes trees a character. One of my favorite things in animes, I love sakuras, which are cherry blossoms. I wish he did talk more about cherry blossoms, but granted they are Japanese and he mainly focuses on the American tree foliage stories. But one of my favorite things in animes is like this, when a character is just standing and there are literally cherry blossoms upon cherry blossoms upon cherry blossoms. I love that. That is one of my favorite things in anime and in storytelling and in life, because we went to a cherry blossom festival one time and there are just cherry blossoms everywhere. The wind is blowing. It's pink. He describes just the character standing there and experiencing this and what they are feeling. He does it so well. I wrote it down in my booklet app. That's how I take notes, because since I have library books, I can't, write in them or leave notes. So I take notes in my booklet app. Here he's talking about ginkgo trees, and like when they turn yellow and the way they're fanned out, it is a beautiful tree. There's this ginkgo tree that I love to look at when it starts its yellow leaves near my it's like a French bakery. I really love going there, and listen to how he describes it. Now I'm gonna leave out a little bit of things because it's a little bit spoilery on what happens, but it's the ginkgo tree. Leaves leaps out sideways into the wind. The car creeps away from the curb and noses into traffic. The whole tree bears. It falls from one moment to the next, the most synchronized drops of leaves that nature ever engineered. A gust of air, some last fluttered objection, and all the vain fans let go at once, releasing a flock of golden telegrams down West 4th Street. Oh, those are my favorite parts when he just describes like the trees and themselves. I loved it. Like as I was mentioning, how he
takes time to develop these characters. I love it when they finally start to intercross, but also I really felt something during some moments. During these moments is just these really profound moments of just how we as humans connect to trees, and the realization how we're all connected, and this overarching story. It's so beautiful. I loved it. The writing, the character, the story, just the prose. It is so good. It is so good. This is one of my favorite books of 2019, and literally it's only January, and I would highly recommend it. I loved it so much. If you read the Overstory, let me know what you thought about it. I would love to hear your thoughts. Like, this is it's such a fantastic novel. Until then, I'll see you guys till next time. Bye.